Hey, yo, Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Here I want to speak a little bit about our beliefs again. I know I come back to these topics because the more I speak about it, the more we maybe really get it. And not just get it, but able to apply it. So I talk about beliefs because we believe everything that we were taught, which is helpful. It's helpful, really. We need someone to teach us and hand down information so that we don't have to feel like we're flapping around in the wilderness and don't know how to do anything. So information is imparted so that we can handle ourselves out here in this experience, if you will. So, with that said, beliefs are labels that someone else gave, someone else defined, and it was passed down generation after generation after generation. And those labels held true, became a part of our belief system, and so this is how we identify everything. This is how we see everything. This is how we perceive everything. And let me say it this way. We perceive it and we maintain it as truth because it was told to us that this is what it is. We were told that this is what it is. It's not the inner knowing that shows us what it is. It's what humanity labeled it as is. And so, in order for us to communicate, in order for us to exist, in order for us to create, we use these labels in order to create. Now, let me just go back a little bit. We talked about energy. I talked about energy. Energy, formless, nameless, you know. It only comes into an idea of something when it reaches the vehicle that has the idea of the energy. When it flows through an individual that has an idea for whatever it is they see. Now, so for instance, we were told that tree is called a tree. We were told that animals are animals, fish are fish. We're human beings. A bottle is a bottle, water is water. We were given these names to identify things in order to express ourselves. Right? This is mommy, this is daddy. How can I say this? But what if we continue with the labels? Well, we continue with the labels, agreeing with the labels. For the sake of communication, we agree with the labels. But what if on a deeper end we say that is still an expression of the Most High? Whatever it is, you want to call it an ant? Is it ant? That ant is an expression of the Most High. You want to call it fish? That fish is an expression of the Most High. You want to call it money? That money is an expression of the Most High. That money is an expression of the Most High. You want to call something evil? That evil is an expression of the Most High. Divine, eternal love, that's an expression of the Most High. Now, our labels. we have labeled these various frequencies, if you will. Idea of energy that has been labeled as something. And based on our understanding or understanding of whatever it is, this is how we cope. This is how we deal. This is how we relate. Now, I know, just stick with me a moment. I know it's kind of like scrambled, but listen. When you label something, prior to it being labeled, or prior to someone telling you how you should feel about it, what did you feel about it? What did you call it? What did you see it as? What did you sense it as? What did you sense it as? Even in our spiritual practices, we are given names, we are given images, and we look upon these images that someone said this is what it is and this is how you should feel about it. What did you feel about it before anyone told you this is what it is and this is how you should feel about it? What was it? The only way you're going to rediscover and reconnect and reacquaint yourself with the true definition of what is by going within where it is written within your heart. It doesn't mean that you're not going to continue identifying with what others told you it is through their lens. And I think I spoke about this lens thing. Remember, the only thing that you really know for yourself is what you experience firsthand. Anything else is fed to you through the lens of what was created through a lens of another, or written from a lens of another. Anything else is given to you by what has been. Anything else is by the lens, is through the lens of another, has been written and given to you via a lens of another, not through your first-hand experience. Now, it doesn't make it one way or the other, but it's good to know. Yeah, you went through relationships. You had an experience throughout in that relationship. It was your experience firsthand. But when one tells you of another relationship that they have learned through a lens of another, they're giving you information from a lens of another that you then are feeding and consuming for yourself. And living by it as though it is your first-hand experience. Truth be told, family, let's be real. Let's be real. It's not your story. Anything that is given to you by someone else's stuff that they've written and given, it's through their lens, it's their story, it's their creation. And they're giving you their creation to live by, to be in. Be as a spiritual being. Be as a spiritual being. To be in their story. To be in their story according to their narrative. I said all of this to say, bring yourself up out of that story and see life through your own lens. Give yourself permission, give yourself an opportunity to experience something that you've written for yourself. Now, it may mean taking a break, it may mean taking a break from some of the stuff that you are consuming in order just to get your mind back so that you can discern what is my story. Because everything that I'm talking about, everything that I'm being about right now is somewhere subliminally fed to me. And if I really think on it, everything that I'm feeling about right now is something that has not happened, or something that has happened, or I thought happened, or someone told me happened in the past. And I'm going through all kinds of situations. We create based on our beliefs. If you believe something to be, it must be. It must be. This is who you are. You are this thing. You are this energy that is so powerful as far as creation is concerned. So, hey, another word, food for thought. You can believe it or leave it. You know how it is. Your choice. But just try. Or not try. Try is give it an opportunity. Take the opportunity to write your own script. And anything that you have not put down in your script, kind of like, Anyway, Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Namaste. Namaste.